we're going to first begin our brochure by adding a new Creative Cloud library. In this example, I've already made one. Okay, so make sure you're in your first Health Creative Cloud library. First, we're going to set up our body text. So I'm just going to go and select my text here. Over here, I'm going to go to my paragraph formatting controls, and I have all of the information for you. And we're going to make the font Any Average Day, size 11. The leading is going to be 13.2. We want to align it to the left. And to get no hyphens, I may have to click my options here. Go to hyphen and uncheck that. Click OK. Now I want to save that to my styles. So I'm going to go to Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles. So I'm here and there's none selected yet. I'm going to click my plus, and that's going to create my new style. Now immediately I need to double click this and rename it. Okay, so now I have my first style. So if I want to go and apply that, I can just select my text and go and click on the font right there. Another thing to note is if I click once, it'll select a word. If I double click twice, it'll select a sentence. 3 times, it'll select a paragraph. And 4 times, it will select everything, including any extra text. Okay, so we can go back and finish those. Next, we want to go in and add a column header. For the column header, I'm going to select my text here. My font is going to be Mighty Squid. Size anywhere from 20 to about 25. I'll use 20. All right. And I want to have a specific color. So if I don't have my color here, I can click here for a new swatch. Okay, I'm going to give it the name FAH Red, like for First Health Red. This is going to be RGB colors. Okay, and again, in the directions, I've given you the color codes to use. 242, 80, and 65, and click OK. So now in my Creative Cloud library, I also need to make sure that we can add that swatch there. So under my library, I'm going to click a plus to add an element, and I'm going to add the text fill color. So now this color is here in my Creative Cloud library. So let me go back to finishing that part. So I want to add a paragraph rule, so I'm going to click my paragraph here. I'm going to click my options on the right, and I'm going to go to paragraph rules. I also could go to paragraph borders and shading. I'm going to turn the rule on, and for this I want the rule to be below. Okay, I want it to be the same text color, and that is right on that line. So instead I want to add an offset of 1. Make sure you have preview checked, and also note in this example we want it to be the width of the column. We could change it to be the text. So if you see here, that only does the text, but if we choose column, that will extend the entire width. Okay, and then now under my Creative Cloud library, I can add that. Okay, so I can go to my Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles. I have everything correct. I'm going to click a plus, and then I immediately am going to double click that and rename it, and that's going to be column header, maybe 20, red underline, so that way I can make sure I know exactly what paragraph style I am using. Next, we're going to set up our bullet list. So again, I'm going to select my text. That is going to be Any Average Day, size 12. I have my leading. It's going to be aligned to the left. I'm going to click my options here, and under my hyphen, make sure I have my hyphens turned off. Click OK. And now I want to add the bullets. So here is a good shortcut. You can hold the Alt key and then select the bullet icon here to go and make custom bullets. So Alt, and then click my bullet list, and here we go. So I want to make bullets, and I'm going to change my font for the bullets. So in this case, I'm going to use the font of Wingdings 3. Wingdings 3. Okay, so I'm in Wingdings 3. I'm going to choose this one here, and if you notice where it says Unicode F075, that can help me know I have the exact one I want, and I can click Add. And then OK, and then I can select right here. I can also adjust the indentation if I want to for the bullets, and I can click OK. And then from there I can do my window styles, my paragraph styles. I can click a plus. I'm going to double click that, and that is going to be bullet list with triangles. And then from there I can look here and go and select all of my options. So once I have my items, this here in the paragraph styles, I can also under here under my Creative Cloud library click a plus, and I can click the paragraph style here, and that will also put that in my Creative Cloud library. Okay, so why may I want to do that? Because then maybe if I want to do a flyer, then I already have all of these paragraph styles added for that, right? Maybe this is a brochure for diabetes, and maybe I want to do one for their physical therapy department. So I already have all of the same styles here, which is going to make that a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to add the entire paragraph style. So from here, we're going to go and apply all those. And the final one, which I'll let you do on your own over here, is the border. Okay, so I'm going to go and change the font. And on this one, I want to add a border and also change the border on there. Here we go. So I'm going to show you what I mean. So on this one, I probably want to have that centered. Okay, remember, this is our leading, so maybe I need a little bit more line spacing there. Okay, and then I can click here on my paragraph, and I want to add a border. Okay, and I can go here and look at my border options. Okay, so for my options, I'm going to click on the right side here for our options. Remember, we clicked here when we did the paragraph rules, so here are with paragraph borders and shadings. Okay, so on this one, I want to add a color. Later, we can add a custom color. And I want to make sure I maybe change the borders to have a fancy one. Again, make sure you have the preview box checked, so that way you can kind of see if that is the right size and color that you want. Okay, so again, once we have that, same thing as we did before, we are going to go back to our window styles, our paragraph styles. We're going to click a plus. Right here, we're going to double click, and we're going to name this the brochure header. And click OK. So that's how we can set up. We can use our paragraph styles. Remember, what did I forget over here? I did not go in and add that brochure header over here, so make sure I add that paragraph style over here as well. So then on your own, go ahead and change everything on there. So again, even in the library, I can just click right here and change all of my text. I can scroll and go over here. Again, so column headings. So once we have that set up, then that's going to make that a lot easier, faster, And then we also need to do a little bit of our alignment. So this is going to be our body text, and so on. Stay tuned for another episode, and we'll work on our adding pictures and finalizing our project.